Hey guys, Robert Blackman, president of Felice Cafe, and we want to say to you today, Felice Tuesday. Oh, it's good stuff, man. I can't wait to get it out in your hands so you can taste it. The reason for today's video training and kind of announcement is I just got off the phone with the guy that used to be a leader in network marketing. And I say used to be because the company he was with had closed recently in the last year. He had felt a little bit discouraged. He was kind of depressed. He had a job and he lost it because he went out and was going full-time in the business, and then he's been unemployed for almost a year. They're out of money, looking at close to getting their house foreclosed. One of the cars is taken, and he was just going, Robert, I believe in network marketing, but I lost faith in myself. I lost faith in the profession because the fact that the company closed. I should have seen it coming. I should have saw the signs. My team scattered everywhere, which they normally do when a company closes. I mean, everyone's got a different program. He goes, I've just kind of been in hiding. He goes, so I've been watching your videos about Felice Cafe. I've been reading your distributor bill of rights, which I think is fascinating and incredible. And I've been specifically looking at your compensation plan and the 20 club concept, which he says I remember from the 90s, and how you can make $660 with just 20 people, 4 who get 4. He goes, Robert, when you launch, you're going to create a revolution. So that's the headline today. Is Felice Cafe, does it equal a revolution? So we're going to talk about that today, and we're going to talk about why Sherry and I have designed Felice Cafe that way that we have. And so before I get into the training, I want to get into what I call reality, okay? And reality sometimes can stink, but also reality can inspire you, because once you know the numbers, then you know what to do. And my analogy for this is very simple. If you go to Las Vegas and you see somebody, a magician on there, and he's sawing some lady in half and spreads her apart, and then all of a sudden, they put down the curtain, and she stands up, and you just go, how did he do that? Or any other trick. Then after the show of the magician, he shows you how he did the trick. Then you go, oh, that's how he did it. That's what I try to do, and that's the reason I'm still in network marketing after 39 years, because I've always revealed the trick. Robert, how do you build a downline? How do you sponsor people? How do you keep it? How do you pick a company? So for us, we're always showing what we do, but we're also showing behind the scenes. So it gives you that aha moment. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you a couple of different aspects of what's happening right now. And I'm going to show you an organization, one of my organizations. And again, when I do these trainings, I always speak in first person. This isn't a reality for everybody. Somebody may call me up and say, Robert, these numbers don't ring true at all. Other people are going to call me up and say, that's right on, or my numbers are a little bit worse than yours. So here's an organization that I had that had 3,147 reps, I believe was the number. And these are estimates. Don't hold me to the exact number. I do have a printout that I can show you, and we can go over the numbers together if need be, okay? Out of that, we had 642 of those reps put in one or more people, okay? So what does that mean? It means 642 people went out and sponsored one or more customers or brought in one or more reps. So when you divide that, what you have is you have a 20.4% of the reps put in one person or more. So what does that sound like to you in sales? Does that kind of sound like the old 80-20 rule, where 80% of your sales are brought from where? 20% of the sales force. And that's just not network marketing. That's car sales, that's insurance sales, real estate sales. I mean, if you start studying how much it costs to become a realtor or an insurance person, you'll be blown away. Sherry and I were looking at one time to buy an insurance company that had a residual income of about $500,000 a year, guys retiring. The amount of money they wanted up front and the security and the liens was incredible to buy that business. So here's what we were left with, and here's what we're talking about today. That means there's 2,500, and I believe, what is that? 2,505 people that had sponsored zero, okay? And I'm going to write that out for you just so you know what a zero is, okay? Zero. 2,505 people did not put in one customer or one distributor, although that's why they got in the business, was to distribute products and to make a commission. So you go, what happened to those 2,500 people? Well, in my mind, they're just customers. They're not a distributor yet because they haven't distributed anything yet, right? So when we started Felice Cafe, here's what we decided to do. I'm going to move this board over a little bit here for me. We decided to do something different. We decided to do something which we think could be revolutionary or not. But to us, it's very simple, and it's based on looking at organizations and facts, okay? Not just what we want, but what our team wants. Number one, we're going to do at Felice Cafe is we're coming out with something that I have not seen any other network marketing company do. And again, you don't have to be able to write pretty in order to be successful in this business. And I'm a living example of that, all right? Customer. Everybody's a customer first at Felice Cafe. When you come into one of our websites, one of our Cafe Connectors websites, and you look around, or another customers are going to go, I'm going to sign up as a rep or distributor. Where is that? There won't be a button there. You have to become a customer first. You become a distributor, or what we call a Cafe Connector, once you distribute something. What does that mean? Is you're a customer, and then you become a Cafe Connector, or you become eligible in our compensation plan once you refer what? Another customer. So there's not reps signing up reps. There's not distributors designing distributors. There's customers getting customers. We're completely customer driven because we know the sales cycle. So we know that if you've got a group of 3,100 people, you're more than likely to have 20% that are Cafe Connectors, and the other 80% are going to just be customers, happy people that like our product or products, okay? So we believe that's revolutionary. We don't know of any other network marketing company that's doing that, but if there is one, then that's great. They're smart. They're doing stuff great. Okay, number two, with our compensation plan and our system, we're doing what Sherry and I call, we're going to be going after the 95 percenters. Okay, what's the 95 percenter, Robert? We believe that there's part-timers and full-timers in network marketing. We believe if you look at any organization, let's say there's 100 people on your team, that 95% of them will have made $300 or less. Okay, they're going to fall into this category here. That's 80%. The other 15% are going to be in this category, but they're going to be part-time people. So we believe 95% or more in your organization are going to be part-time reps, or what we call Cafe Connectors. That means that they're just not making full-time money. Okay, so we're going to be targeting those 95%. Why? Why would we do that? Well, I did a video earlier this month that said the 5 percenters, that's what's left over, is the 5 percenters can make money in any program. I'm a 5 percenter, Sherry's a 5 percenter, you might be one, or you might know one, that they can make money in any program. Doesn't matter the pay plan, doesn't matter the product or the service or the price. It's a low ticket, it's a high ticket, it's a digital product, it's a physical product, it's weight loss. It doesn't matter. It's international. It doesn't matter. The 5 percenters can make money in anything. It's the 95 percenters that basically, I believe, are in a full-time income model, but yet they're part-time people. So we've designed our compensation plan and our entire marketing system to cater towards the 95 percenters. Again, some think that's revolutionary. It's been done before, and we're bringing it back, okay? So that's it. Now, we're also bringing back the concept for the 95 percenters, what we call the 20 Club. What's a 20 Club, Robert? A 20 Club is where you go out and find 4 in your first level. They get 4. So that's 16 on the second level. So 4 on level 1, 16 on level 2, that's 20. If they're all at 100 CV, you're making $660 a month. That's the 20 Club concept. The reason why that works is because everybody can see themselves with 20 people in their group. They can't see themselves with 1,000 or 10,000 people. The average network marketing compensation plan pays about 5%. So if you want to make $5,000 a month, you've got to have $100,000 in sales times 5% to make $5,000. Well, what is that going to be? That's 1,000 active people on $100. Well, you're just not going to have a team of 1,000 to get 1,000. You're going to have a team of 5,000, maybe 10,000 to get 1,000 active. The 95 percenters just don't believe they could ever do it. They want to. They believe that other people have done it, and they dream about it, and they go to conventions. They go to conventions on 3 credit cards, wondering how they're going to pay for their next meal, hoping their upline buys their meal. juggling on checkout, which credit card can we pay our $300 or $500 hotel bill on 2 credit cards? That's the reality of the 95 percenters. They're always chasing to be a 5 percenter. So by showing a 20 club, that's that's how they do it, okay? It's 4 who get 4. You're going to get 4 customers and help those 4 customers get 4. That's 16 on your second level, 4 on your first, 660. You can write that out on a cocktail napkin, a Post-it note. You can text it to somebody, and they get it. They believe it. The 95% believe that. Okay, what we've also done is we've come out with what we call, and I'm going to make a little bit of room here. We came out with what we call the cafe cards, and that's samples. The cafe cards are going to have one of our AM coffee, Felice Cafe AM coffee, attached to it. And on the front of it, it's going to tell you what it does, and on the back of it, it's going to give you the ingredients. So you can go Google those. You can see what the ingredients do. We've got nootropics in it, which helps you with your mind. Of course, it's got caffeine in it. It's also going to have a weight loss or a appetite suppressant type product in it, and antioxidants. So we believe that it's one of the best products on the market, plus it tastes good. The majority of people have tasted it, so I was preparing for something to taste really bad, that tastes that good for you, but it tastes good. I could drink a cup of this every day, or I could pour, like I do right here. I do my regular coffee, and I pour the Felice Cafe AM into it. But I like my coffee really strong anyway, so I love that. And what we're going to be doing is showing you how to make money in your warm market by just carrying around samples, wearing a hat, wearing a t-shirt, so people say, what's Felice Cafe? You hand them a cafe card, your information's on the back, and we know with coffee drinkers, they're going to know on the first sip, Robert, why don't you give them 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 samples? Because they don't need that many. Coffee drinkers know the first minute the coffee touches their lips, whether they like it or not. That's the way coffee drinkers are. And you'll know within probably an hour or 2, maybe less, whether you feel anything or not. And what we get most people say is, man, in 30 minutes to an hour, I can feel it. And it's just smooth. It's not one of those things that make you jitter. So the cafe cards are your salespeople. And that's how you're going to go out and get customers, okay? Also, there's no distributor sign-up fee. Okay? Most companies will say, hey, if you want to be a distributor, it's $49 or it's $35, $99, or you got to buy a $500 kit in order to be a distributor, which has 2 or 3 months worth of products in it. Now, we're going to have larger kits that you can buy, but it's all product driven. It's all swag driven that you can get it. It's cafe card driven, so it's actually got product in it. So by no distributor kits, it means somebody can come in for 25, 50, 100 CV as a customer, and they don't have to worry about that, okay? We also are not going to have, which is something that I don't like, I've never liked, 0 annual fees. And I know why companies do this, and this is not to beat up on anybody that does it or say that if you do it that it's wrong. But for me as a rep, to go down and try to activate, remember I've got 642 people that have done something, and I've got 2,500 that have done nothing. Well, here's the problem for me on the annual fees. I go to the 642 to try to work with them. They go, well, I'd really like to get on auto ship, but my $49 or $99 annual fee's coming up, and I can't qualify as a rep unless I do that every year, and I'm kind of behind the 8 ball, so, I just have to pass. So to me, I just don't see the value of it, so we're not going to do it. Okay, no distributor kit fees, no annual fees, and also we're going to have a Bill of Rights. And what does Bill of Rights mean, Robert? It means that we're going to embrace your independent contractor status. You can be in another network marketing company and you're not going to be terminated by us. Your spouse or family member, somebody living with you, can be in another network marketing company. We don't care. It's bizarre to me, beyond belief, that if I'm in a network marketing company and Sherry, for instance, likes a skincare in another company, but she's not put anybody in, she has no interest, she just buys it as a customer, or she becomes a rep so she gets the wholesale price, I can be terminated in some companies just because Sherry's buying from somewhere else. None of that here at Felice Cafe. You contact your customers and your personally enrolled people, that's fine. You start going after other people that you didn't bring in, then you're going to catch the wrath of me, and we're going to hold it, what's going on, all right? Something that we're also going to have, which something nobody else has, is we're going to have leads, telephone interview leads. and we're going to have these cafe card leads. So I'm just going to put cafe card leads available, and we're going to be making calls. As a husband-wife team, Sherry's the CEO and I'm the president, you're going to be able to see us almost every week making telephone calls and getting on the whiteboard and having a little contest and see who can set the most appointments or give away the most cafe cards. I don't know of any other husband-wife team or any other CEO and president that are out there making calls and showing them to the team and giving those leads away to people who are movers and shakers. So we're going to be calling the leads and giving them away to people each week that are, qualified to do that. We'll set up parameters. It's going to be exciting because we're going to be basically sawing the lady in half, and we're going to be showing you how we do it. So there's no mystery. There's no, like, it's magical that, hey, how can somebody get to the top of the pay plan? How do they do it? It's just a mystery to me, Robert. I wish you would reveal your secret. Folks, here's the secret. Here's the truth. And here's the solution. I always like to show you the problem, and then I always like to show you how to solve the problem. And that's what we're doing at Felice Cafe. And we are so excited to launch. And we will give you that exact date once we have everything ready to go. Things are happening. As Sherry says, things are brewing behind the scenes. It's getting very exciting. But I wanted to go in and show that, you know what? Let's just go ahead and call it a revolution. Come join the revolution. Go in, and who's ever, you can find websites from me if you're on my list, or, from anyone on our team that's referred you. Go to their link and go get pre-enrolled for free right now. And come join the revolution. We believe we're going to help you solve the problem. As a leader, if you've got 3,147 reps, I know one thing, you don't have 3,147 people buying each month. It's just not going to happen. And to get 3,100 reps, I'll tell you what, you got to be a full-time person, and it's going to take some time. If you're part-time, it'll take years to do that, and not all of them are going to stay with you. So come join us. Come be part of the Felice Cafe revolution and enjoy the coffee, become a user of our product, and share the product, and help you solve the normal problems that all of us have encountered in this great profession that we call network marketing. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you on the next video.